Okay.
All right, we are here in the KT booth with Keith Taboul, who put the KT into KT.
That's right.
So you've been shaping boards for a long, long time, and you've quickly developed a reputation for making some of the best windsurfing boards.
Definitely, I've been at it for a while. Yeah. So I have a lot of experience in the windsurfing, and yeah, it's great.
Yeah, so let's maybe take a look at the new mid-length boards.
Sure.
Really hot development this morning.
Yeah.
A little bit about.
We had a lot of fun developing these. I think just through foiling and downwinding and all that, we realized there was a place for something that's a little longer, a little narrower, but not as long as a downwind board. So I came up with Super K, and this we developed with Kane, hence Super K, Super Kane. So, you know, a little longer lengths, narrower, have a full, it's pretty much a full displacement, a little bit of flat in it as well, just to keep it a little more stable. We come in here with our patented Ginsu step, which allows us to kind of have the displacement and then go into a flat where you attach the boxes. You know, a light kick in the tail, a little pop for pushing off of. And this displacement haul goes into the rail nice here. It's a real smooth blend, a little bit of a concave deck, but light. You know, the strap V position in the middle, center strap in the back, and yeah, we've come up with a really good construction based on all our custom stuff in Maui, and we've been working with the Cobra factory now for a long time, and so we've developed a new technology. It's a light mold technology, and it's amazing. So basically throughout the whole range it's the same, and it's a one shot mold, so you basically put everything in and put it in the mold and it's done. Comes out, and what's nice about that is it stays consistent. The edges, the outlines, all that stuff is really crisp when it comes out, and we're not hot coating and then having someone sand and do all that after. So basically it takes a lot of the manual work out of it. So that's something we developed this year for the whole range, and we're really happy, and you can really see it in the details. You can see it in the, you know, the edges here. So when that comes out of the mold, it's like that. So there's no after touching and you know, tuning edges and retuning and all that, or bondoing. So allows us to make stronger, a little lighter and more crispy boards, and the shape comes out more like I like.
Yeah. You got the single vent screw in the back?
The single vent screw in the back, and we like to put it in the tail in case there was a ding you didn't know about and you get a little water, you can set it up there and hopefully it drains out. So
you guys have a little handle on the bottom?
Yeah, only on the bigger sizes. Okay. So the wider boards, you know, once you start getting into the 21, we decided to put a handle just to make it convenient, but even these you almost don't need it.
Yeah.
So, but wider boards we put a little handle, and we put the smallest handle possible just to give you a little bit of help, but
yeah, I can imagine not having a handle on my bigger boards.
Yes.
On the smaller boards, if you put a handle on it, it's pretty noticeable.
Well, you know, everybody's concerned about weight, so we're concerned about weight. So we're always trying to find a balance between weight and convenience. So, but there's a certain width that you hit that you're kind of like, okay, we need a handle, or yeah, let's take it out because we can save some weight, and you know, it's important. Weight's a factor.
With the Ginsu step here,
yes,
was the main idea for that to change the angle of the foil on the board?
No, the main idea on that is basically this step. As you get going, the step allows the board to release a little bit sooner than a traditional flat bottom. And you know, right away when we started riding it, we realized that there was this really quick release. Originally we did it to bring the foil closer to the rider, but in the end we found lots of other benefits. And you know, we've been playing with being deeper, shallower and all that, and we've kind of come to a good compromise between depth and yeah, just a good compromise in depth. So we don't have to go too deep so that the board gets a little unbalanced, and yet we have enough that it actually affects what's going on.
So what's the biggest size of these boards?
We do a 104 liter. So, and that board's amazing. And Elliot, one of my team guys, he just learned to parawing on the 104, and he said it's a great board for parawing. And Kane, he can paddle up the 70, just like stand-up paddle. So they have a pretty broad range of use. This is much more about winging, light wind winging. Smaller sizes are amazing in the air. I mean, they're all amazing in the air, but you can, the range of use on the smaller sizes is pretty amazing. So, and then, I mean, I guess we can go to our Ginsu. which is, you know, kind of where what we had last year, but it's an updated, so it's the Ginsu 2. And, you know, you can see that we've made the step shallower, kind of that's balanced out the board so it doesn't sit like this as much. You get all the benefits of the Ginsu cut, that early release. You are a little closer to the foil, so that's always nice. This has a light displacement with a double concave running through. And I really like how that transitions into the step. It's really clean in it. Kind of keeps the water flow and then it just detaches. You know, we have a little bit of a harder bevel in the back. Since the tails are wider, you know, you can kind of get that outline out of the way. Again, we've got the slight concave deck, you know, the strap options, and this pad that we developed for all the boards this year is amazing. It's soft but hard enough. It's got amazing grip and it's really easy on you. I mean, granted, any pad's gonna do a little damage to your knees, but we really worked on something that's real comfortable and soft enough but still hard enough that you get that feedback from the board. So
you find that the really soft boards just didn't have as much feedback for people?
Yeah, you know, it is comfy, but I feel like you can like kind of squish in and maybe even slip a little bit. So we went to something a smidge harder and a smidge thicker, but so it's really nice for that. And then also it's going to protect the board a little bit more because it's going to dampen any of the shock that, you know, from jumping or just stomping on the board. So it's a really cool balance there. And again, same technology, the light mode technology, and I think that's something really cool that we developed. So, and then we go to the Drifter 4. You know, this is kind of in the bigger sizes, the beginner to intermediate board. So this is an entry level learning, and then you kind of move into intermediate and the medium sizes, and then it's full on advanced in the small sizes. So we go from 11 liters to, you know, 11, 14, 22, and it just keeps going up all the way to 170 liters. This is just our bread and butter board. It's amazing. I was using it with the foil drive yesterday and I was really stoked. So,
what are you using with the foil drive?
I was on 100 liter because I'd never done it, but I found it really easy. So I think today I'm going to try something like in the 40s, you know, and maybe I'll try the 60 actually in the mid-length. I think that'd be a good one to try. So.
What did you think of the foil drive? That's in our top 5 list of
questions.
Innovation.
Yeah, I like the foil drive. I mean, Ryan, who works with us as well, he's a foil drive. He works with foil drive, so it's fun. I think I just got to get used to getting up and then finding the foil and the pump after and finding that transition. But I think once I did, it's super cool. Yeah, it's fun. I think it's a great tool, and it brings a lot of other people into the sport that maybe couldn't access it as easily. And so it's a positive, yeah, for sure.
We'll take a look at your foils.
Yeah.
Really unique bottom shape on the front.
Sure. Yep. Maybe we can grab one that's, or here. Let's go like this. Maybe try not to stab anybody, but. So I mean, you could talk to Kane about this, but the little I know, you know, he's got a super deep camber here, which the low end is off the hook on these foils. And you know, I think when you're getting into foiling and all that, the low end is always the hardest part to break through and manage. So he's really been able to capture that low end, and yet the high end performance of this is equal to anything out there. So, you know, we found a really good balance. We have an aluminum fuse, carbon mast, G10 tail wings. We have all our own, you know, bolts branded, and you know, we're super excited to be able to bring this to market. And I think we wouldn't have done this unless we found the right person to work with, and Kane for us is the right person to work with, and so it works. You know, I don't want to come to market with something that's not, you know, well thought out, that we believe in, that's innovative. You know, I think people have been trying this and with some success, but it's a challenging design to work with, and he's really kind of unraveled it and made it accessible. So,
cool. Cheers.
Thank you.